Well, I just got back from my acting class and I have another update slash diary entry on my journey and my progress. Turns out that I don't trust myself. And this is nothing that I heard in class or nothing like this is a takeaway, you know what I mean? Because this is a very good class and it's teaching me that, you know, a lot of acting, well, most of acting, if not all of it, is self-work. You know what I mean? You got to be really in touch. You got to be really in touch with like your inner self and your emotions and stuff like that. So I'm learning that all this like shadow work and what I've been learning about shadow work and like all this inner work I've been doing, like all this work I've been doing on like, you know, like meditating and looking inward, only been like scratching the surface. And it's crazy how God works, man. Like I'm doing all that the past year or so just to like learn what it is and like how to tap into it, just like barely scratch the surface to get me ready for this class so I know what they're talking about. Cause I get it, you know what I mean? So, you know, like leading up to the class, leading up to going to class, I put this shirt on. This is one of my favorite shirts. And I know who this person is, but I couldn't remember at the time. I was like, who is this person on this shirt? And I was going to look it up and something in me was like, no, you know who it is. Just, you know, trust it to come to you like you're good. And it came to me like, you know, the next 10 seconds, it's Bjorn, by the way. And I was like, oh, wow, I did know. Even though I haven't like looked it up in months. I learned who it is when I got the shirt because I didn't know. And I haven't like thought about that in months. But anyway, like that was a good moment leading up to the class because the class was mostly about that because like we had a monologue to do and I was like, man, I need to go over this monologue again. I haven't looked at it in like a week. And then some again was like, no, you know it, just, you know, trust yourself, let it come up because, you know, like we're working on emotions before lines. So like, you know, as the emotion was coming up, it's like a lot. I can't get into all that because it's like too much for a story. But like as the emotions were coming up, the lines were coming up and I'm like, man, like I know this whole thing and I didn't expect to know the whole thing. So super fast forward, we always do a reflection after class about how we felt about it and what we feel like, you know, our breakthrough was, whatever. And we did that, but on my drive home, like I really get into it, you know what I mean? Like really like diving deep. And like I realized that, you know, like I don't trust myself or I haven't been trusting myself as much as I thought that I did. And that's the reason why I intellectualize things as much. Like why am I always asking myself the same question over and over again? Or why am I always telling myself something over and over and again? Like, why isn't it once enough? You know what I mean? Like, why do I feel like me showing up as I am is not enough? Because that's what they're saying. Like, if I'm telling myself something over and over again, like I'm walking up, like, and I'm in my head, like, okay, I got it. Like, or like I'm just going over something. Like I said, the lines earlier, like, why am I trying to go over the lines and I know I got it? Like, it's because I don't trust myself to have it, or I haven't been trusting myself to have it. And it was like a heartbreaking realization, but also a groundbreaking realization. And you know, I'm thankful for it.